Get another check on our forecast.
For the latest timeline on this winter storm, let's head to First Alert meteorologist Annalise Parks.
Hey there, guys. Good morning to you. We're keeping a close eye on our radar this morning, and we're also keeping an eye on satellite. This kind of showing us the upper air dynamics that are going on with this system as it does continue to really allow for more moisture to move in. So we're seeing really the core of this storm, the energy still back out to the west, moisture streaming in from the southwest, and meteorologist Jeff Ray has been here with me all morning long. We're watching as that moisture heads this way, Jeff. So for those folks who are heading out right now and maybe aren't seeing much in the form of rain, there's still more on the way, and you're seeing that on radar as well.
Yeah, let's swap over to actually satellite, and we can see in these light blue colors, these are the higher tops, the thicker clouds. They represent also for us where the more heavier precipitation is coming from, and you notice it's to our southwest. And though it's moving kind of more towards the 45 corridor than say the Metroplex, it's going to get close enough and kind of move over portions, certainly the southern portions of the metro area here in the next hour or so. So as we see the heavier precipitation move through, the thing is, remember us talking about all day yesterday during the morning hours, certainly about what's going on with road temperatures. When we take a look at these road temperatures, you're going to see that now the darker blue stretches all the way down past Waco and almost into Round Rock. So my point here, Annalise, that anything that falls at this point is almost going to certainly stick to the roads almost instantly. So anytime any of this heavier precipitation gets into the Metroplex or any areas of North Texas, you're going to have icing problems occur like within 5 minutes, I think. The temperatures are in the low 20s.
Right. Yeah, it's always so hard to know how quick, at that instant moment when you're going to start to see that ice form. But what we're thinking is as the morning progresses, we see that rain become a little bit more intense, that freezing rain. That's where we're really going to see some quick issues developing. So you really don't want to be gambling with the time of when that changeover happens. You want to be really careful this morning. And as we are taking a look at our temperatures, they have stayed incredibly cold overnight. It's 23 degrees from the airport right now, feeling like 11. We've got winds out of the north at 13 miles an hour, and all across the Metroplex. Temperatures are coming in right now in the low to the mid-20s. 23 McKinney, Rockwall, you're there too. Denton 21, but I can't leave out the wind chill this morning. So we've got that north wind that's still going to be able to get up to 15, 20 miles, and even at times close to 25 miles per hour with some gust. That's enough to make it feel much colder, feeling as cold as 7 right now in Fort Worth to 9 in Keller. So we're talking about being careful certainly with those icy conditions developing, but also being careful with this chill that is going to stick around for us as we move on through the day today. One thing, though, that we've talked about, a lot of things are different about this event compared to the early February event. One of them being the duration. This is certainly a shorter-lived event. And really one of the big keys here is the temperature changeover, where we're going to be able to rise above freezing as we move on later today. Now, I don't think that this is a big warm-up, but I do think it's enough to help us as far as improving the road conditions as we make our way through the afternoon. This is still stopping the clock, though, at noon. And you'll notice we're dealing with sub-freezing temperatures. So we continue to believe that the morning to midday period is the main time frame where we would have those issues. Heading on into the afternoon, though, notice that temperatures are able to spike a bit, at least getting us above the freezing mark. 34, maybe up to 35 degrees as we take a look across the Metroplex. I do think those numbers will be able to rise. And as far as rain chances, looking at the freezing rain, the best chance is going to be there right in the heart of the commute. So we're talking about sunrise and then into the mid-morning period. Tapering off, though, by 2 o'clock, only a 30% chance of some light freezing rain. That's especially far east of I-35. We're dry, though, by the time we get to this evening. So let's take a little closer look at this time frame, how this all kind of shakes out. We're talking light freezing rain showers staying around through the morning hours. This is 8 o'clock. It's very widespread still at that point, but then we get to midday and we're watching as all of this starts to head off to the east. 2, 3 o'clock, most of us are dry. Certainly that's the case as we're clearing out tonight. And we will be able to see some improvements. Look at this forecast, guys. This is true Texas weather. We go from ice today to 70s by the time we look ahead to Tuesday.